TikTok time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. Your friendly neighborhood philosopher here, D Wood. We're gonna be we're gonna be we're gonna be checking out the latest drama from Korra. But notice we've got Jai and no one else. Jai and no one else. That's a pretty nice hoodie there, Jai.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you like my setup too, my background. People always say
Hey,
I use green screens and stuff. I mean, it's not true. This is real stuff.
yeah, how you? Yeah, I thought you were using green screen to copy everyone's background, but that's definitely AP's background there, man.
Yeah, it is definitely AB's background. In fact, I'll just prove it to you guys. This is real, not a green screen. Real stuff.
That's Allah's leather strap.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Oh, hang on. We got people here saying, "I see the arm, the arm."
Uh oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh oh.
Jai's got two arms, man. He's got two arms.
Yeah. What's up? There we go. I got hands
Wait
up.
a wait a minute. What if I just do this? Hang on.
Uh oh.
Hey, look at that.
Oh! Look what AP's got.
I got a sword.
AP has become a samurai.
That is
He's a
not a samurai sword.
he's not a samurai sword, but he's
I'm
trying
a
to become.
knight.
Yeah,
I'm Gandalf, actually.
yeah.
It was Gandalf's sword.
All right, AP. You told me you bought a sword. I didn't know it was like the gayest looking sword I've ever seen in my life.
It's Gandalf's sword, man.
Hey, do they make men's swords where you got that one?
No.
Only Gandalf.
Gandalf didn't have some baby blue sword. What are you talking about, dude?
You gotta pull it up.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
pull it up.
you have to show.
It looks more masculine when you
Whoa.
look. Yeah. Oh.
It looks a little better, but
Yeah.
anyway, weird stuff. Anyway, you guys heard of this this Korra lady?
Who?
Who's that?
I don't know, no Korra.
This is this is kind of a weird situation because I've been suspected because you've got all these Muslims who say she's fake, she's not real, she lies about everything, she's just grifting and so on. And I was thinking with her and Itachi, that makes perfect sense that they go full Niqabi when they obviously
Wait,
don't
wait.
care about.
Are you going to put yourself on the screen at some point, or is this show what we're doing now?
Well, I can't. Well, people can either see me or they can see all of you. They obviously want to see me. Ha ha! Now we're reversed.
Hey.
Ha ha!
Hello.
Yeah. So I've suspected that the reason her and Itachi cover their faces is so that like they can grift for a while, and then once it stops working, they can just go on with their lives because people won't recognize them. It's not like people recognize and go, "Oh, you're Korra" and stuff like that. So you can
Yeah.
basically, I know what that's like because during COVID, lots of people were miserable about the masks. I loved wearing the mask, man. I loved wearing the mask. I remember I was walking with my wife into Walmart. She had her mask on and she says, "Don't forget your mask." And I said, "Don't forget my mask. Why would I not remember my mask? This is the funnest thing in the world." So I put my mask on and I walk into Walmart and I'm going, "Do you think I want to ever be recognized by this guy?" And it's just like, it was fun, right? You could point to anything and say anything and no one knows who you are. So it was like really awesome. I could say, "Do you think I want this guy right here? The guy be right beside me. You think I want this guy recognizing me at all ever in my entire life? I don't. I can say whatever I want." So it was really super cool. But I was thinking that probably the same mentality. Our faces are covered, therefore it doesn't matter how much we embarrass Islam or whatever in the long run, because then we could just go about our lives and no one will ever recognize us. And
Yep.
that kind of ties in with what happened here. I haven't seen this. Jai, you said you saw it, but based on what I've heard, Korra called into IP's live stream
Yep.
and was using a voice changer to sound
Yeah.
like a dude.
But she kept using all her regular terms,
I did see
phrases.
I did see the little
Idiosyncrasies.
"okay perfect" clip. I did see
Okay,
the little
perfect.
"okay perfect."
Yeah, nervous, fast talking. Everything was the same. Just the only thing was different was the voice. Everything else was the same. So it was really bad job.
But notice it's the same. I mean, I guess it's the same unless she was simultaneously live when she was doing it. It would be something similar. I could call into your show with a voice changer. If I win, I can post it. And if not, well,
Right.
no one will ever know that it was me making the stupid argument. Whereas here, so if that was the plan, then she could have just, pretend this never happened. But everyone apparently instantly caught on that it was her, kind of forcing her to admit that it's her, and then
Yeah.
having to claim victory when, based on what I've heard, it did not sound good. It did not sound good at all.
So there's some interesting context behind that because Korra was supposed to debate IP in person
Yeah, and then ran.
and then ran away when she found out that it was him because I guess how it works is okay, you guys come out, Christian side comes out, Muslim side comes out. It was those 3v3 debates that they were doing in Vegas. Uh, Avery and IP, and they had a Christian sister there, and then they find out this is who you're debating like the day of. So apparently she just never left her hotel. She just stayed in her hotel when she found out that it was Avery and IP that she was debating, and so maybe she wanted to see what it was like to debate IP, so she put on a voice changer. I don't know.
Oh, smart. So let me see if I have this correct, because I heard about the debate situation. So supposed to be IP versus 5 Muslims, but they didn't know who they were facing until the day of the debate, and she finds out it's IP and Avery, so she just goes and hides
Yeah.
and lets everyone else debate. But
Yeah.
so this would make sense tying in. She didn't want to just go and face IP, so she calls in with a voice changer, and then, if she does
Kinda
well,
see-
then she can post it.
yeah.
If not,
Yeah.
ooh, that wasn't me, but she couldn't help the, okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, and so she had to fess up.
And David, that their whole team loves using voice changers, right? Like one of the victims, they love using voice. It's kind of like their MO. So yeah,
Oh yeah, didn't one of your victims use a voice changer to?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was weird.
yeah,
And that was
So-
also Malik. So anyone connected
Yeah.
with Malik apparently loves using the voice changers and so
They
on.
all they all own one voice changer. They like rotate between them.
yeah.
Here's what's weird though, because in the little clip, the OK Perfect, it sounded like the worst voice changer. I mean, it sounded like this is before any of your time. I'll know they still exist, but when I was a kid, most toys weren't for learning back then. But someone at some point gave me a speak and spell, and it was like this. It would tell you to spell. It would tell you to spell a word, and then you spell the word on this. But it had a little robot voice, and it would say, "Spell linger." And then you have to type it in. And he goes, "That is incorrect. The correct spelling of linger is," and then it would say, the voice sounds exactly like that. But that was like the early 1980s. That was like 1983 when I had one of those. And it sounds, all the advances in AI and everything else, and you still sound like a speak and spell from 1983. That's weird. That's
Yeah.
weird stuff
I
to
mean, we
me.
could probably find a better voice changer for free, just like
Definitely.
Allah's scientific miracles have not caught up yet
Yeah, no.
with the present time.
It's so weird because if you actually want to go undercover and go on people's live streams and pretend to be somebody else and troll them, at least you have to make sure that you use different words, different way of speaking, maybe different grammar, different voice changes for different occasions. Like this is what I do all the time. Like whenever I go on all the
all the Muslim shows.
all the Muslim shows to call in different ways and all that, I always use a different voice, and always in every single instance I make notes of what words I should and should not use,
Right.
and always like do it that way.
Yeah.
At least do it properly. Right?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
German
so-
accent never comes out. It's
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, so AP uses a voice changer. He goes on to other people's live streams anonymously and says, "Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Stay away from Islam. This is definitely not the apostate prophet." And that's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That's the script. That's the script. Yeah.
Hey, so guys, let's so Korra was basically forced to fess up, and so she posted a video. We might watch it. It's basically she posted the discussion with her own intro on it, but check out the comments on her video. So 3,000 comments on her video on her channel. It's Korra, the undercover explorer. Okay, perfect. This girl is a terrible ninja. Undercover, bruh. He knew it was you within 20 seconds. Korra the Explorer debating 101 gets asked a direct question. Okay, perfect. Beautiful question. Now let's talk about something unrelated. Roasted yourself. Got called out in the first sentence. What a clown. Sometimes voice changers cannot mask the half-brain idiocracy, Korra the Explorer. I can't even watch this with a straight face. This is too embarrassing, Korra. Christian, sounds like you're changing your voice. Korra, my mic's not the best. My mic is not the best, but this is definitely my real voice. You know, in a debate, you need to answer questions too. Okay, perfect. Korra's signature. Allah made it look like it wasn't Korra.
Wow.
Allah made it seem that it wasn't Korra. Apparently, you're allowed to lie. Undercover, yeah, sure, you goofy. Okay, perfect. She made a statement so trash, even her own comment section is clowning her. He literally said you could have came on as yourself and it would have been fine. I have secondhand embarrassment for you. That's what I was wondering. Like, what's the point? If it's not just to avoid possible embarrassment and to have like plausible deniability, which she couldn't have because she can't copy up her own weird way of speaking. Like, what else would be the point? It would be one thing if he's like, I will never talk to Korra no matter what, ever, not in 100 billion, million, trillion years. And then you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll use a voice changer.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. She was supposed to debate him live and in person with several of her friends, and she ran, and then she uses the voice changer when she could have just called on and had the discussion. Weird.
Right. I mean, it would have made sense if like Libiano used a voice changer because he's blacklisted, right? Nobody's talking to Libiano. It would have made sense if he did it.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah. Now, well, I'm assuming they're all going to try it now. So, but yeah, so I was assuming, okay, he's going to do like if anyone would do it, he would do it because no one wants to talk to him. But
I think Maloink told her to because didn't his lawyer come and also be undercover on our stream ahead of your debate?
Oh,
he also was doing this undercover business.
Oh yeah, they love the undercover stuff in multiple ways, but they love the undercover stuff. Girl, you are embarrassing yourself. You dare to say you destroyed any arguments? Okay, perfect. This is so embarrassing. Okay, beautiful. That sentence is your signature. How far do we have to go down before we find like a positive one? Lol, to be undercover, you have to not be recognized in the first 60 seconds of speaking. Getting cooked by your own comments, posting your own L's, that's a bold strategy. That's a bold strategy. I'm agnostic, but no one has pushed me closer to Christianity more than Korra and her Dawah bros.
Wow.
Came to the comments.
Doing the Lord's work.
We've got some awesome Christian apologists working for the Dawah. Came to the comments straight away and was not disappointed. It wasn't really undercover now, was it? Okay, perfect. Watch this, guys. I actually feel sorry for you. Not undercover, more like overcover. Korra getting roasted. Korra getting roasted by Christians right now for this blunder. Okay, perfect. Here before the comments get disabled. You got shot down the second you open your mouth. Everyone knew who you were. What a joke. The person losing always makes personal attacks. Secret services. Korra, don't forget, you're supposed to be undercover. Don't give clues to your true identity. Korra, okay, perfect. I'm convinced you like to get humiliated online. You really need to see a therapist. Scooby-Doo, undercover villain. Pulling off the mask. Getting cooked by your own comment section is wild. He caught you by perfect. You always undercover, though. Okay.
Yeah, you're always undercover.
What's the point of an Akabi? What's the point of an Akabi going undercover?
That would be some sort of funny skit where it's like a man, but then he pulls off his mask and it's a niqabi underneath, and then she pulls off the niqab and it's actually a dude, but then pulls off that mask and it's actually someone else, and it just keeps going on forever. Okay, beautiful. Okay, perfect. They caught fake Korra LARPing as Korra. Lol. Oh, Korra. Do not be like Lily J. The internet is not good for you both. You do realize we can see and hear, right? Just because you say you're panicking over and over again doesn't mean the audience believes you. And just because you say you utterly destroyed him doesn't mean the audience believes you. Man, you are the worst thing to happen to Dawah. Please stop embarrassing yourself. This is very childish, sister. You are terrible. The first okay perfect. I knew it was you, you clown. I'm still wondering, guys. Like, this is enough comments, but I'm legitimately wondering how far we have to go down before we have. Great job, Korra. Wow, you're doing a bang up job for Dawah. We Muslims are really proud of the awesome job you're doing. Okay, perfect. We want you to be on debates. No need to hide yourself. I like how nobody is on your side in your own comment section. Korra, thanks for helping people leave Islam, getting eaten alive by your own supporters. You got found out, so now you're coping. She really thought this was a clever, what a clown. That was embarrassing, Korra. Clearly, He knows who you are. He said your name several times. You got rolled. Your Dawah script cannot help you. Someone needs to check this girl's mental health. She's constantly ruining herself. Plot twist, she's undercover Christian trying to expose Islam. Lord help me, should I ever become this delusional and self-righteous? Okay, perfect. Korra career just ended while starting. The day she had a question, the Dawah script fell apart. You embarrassed yourself. That was cringy. Oh, wow.
That is a lot.
Does she have any supporters at all?
Where are the Muslims?
I can't find any.
Okay, so is her whole subscriber base just like Christians who just like watching her get like destroyed by?
Yeah, look at this, Korra. You got absolutely dog walked. Yeah, she just started becoming somewhat popular.
Yeah.
Where's all her fans? She's supposed to have fans, right? Korra the Transformer.
Where are they?
Korra the Transformer.
Korra the Transformer.
Where's Malik? How come Malik is not writing a positive comment?
Yeah, right.
Where is he?
Yeah, even Malik won't come and say she did a great job. Korra, you got to drop the okay perfect, okay beautiful if you want to do other undercover stuff. She actually liked that one, so she agrees. Oh man. Beyond deceptive, mind-blowing, called your name. Okay, perfect, man. Okay, I guess there's just broke her ninja mode. Okay, all right. Let's just say her fans on her own channel are not excited about her performance.
No.
I guess that's why Muslims are not known to be good spies. The Muslim nations are not known for that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we think of all the various spies and stuff in the world today.
Yeah, people they say like KJV. They say Mossad. They say CIA.
They never say like Saudi.
Russia's got its spy. Jay Dyer and the Dawah. I mean the Ortho Bros. All these guys, all these spies and stuff.
But Muslims just don't have that reputation.
Now we know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, they suck. Hey, and I'll give you guys a real world example on how smart actual spies are. I've mentioned this before, but this is I was taking a class on the Middle East, but it's by he was a former congressman, Congressman Whitehurst. And Congressman Whitehurst, he was on the House Foreign Affairs Committee and so on. So anyway, he knew some spies and stuff, and he would just tell us he would always tell us cool stories, but it would be like when he was in some situation or was meeting with various leaders or meeting with spies and stuff, he would have all these cool stories. But anyway, he told a story from like after the Iranian Revolution, the U.S. Sent a spy in there to do something. He wouldn't tell us what the spy was actually doing, but it was understood you don't send your spies to Iran from the U.S. You send them from some European country, and you get them a fake passport and stuff like this, and then you send them into the country. Anyway, they sent this guy from Germany with a German passport. So he goes in, goes to Iran, does what he's supposed to do. Then he's about to leave. He's about to leave Iran, and the guy was smart. The agent there was smart. The guy grabs his passport and says, "This is a fake passport. Where'd you get this?" Right? And this guy's like panicking. He's in Iran right after the revolution, and he's a spy. And so he's like, "What? What do you mean it's fake?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, it's got your middle initial here. It's got your middle initial on your passport. Germans in Germany, they print out your full name. They don't print middle initials. So where'd you get this fake passport?" And he had to think very quickly on his feet. And he looked at the date of his supposed birth there, and he looked at the middle initial was H, and he said, "Oh yeah, look at when I was born. I was born. I was born during World War II, and my parents gave me the
Oh,
middle name Hitler, and I was so ashamed of that name. I actually had to petition my government, please do not put my full name on there. It's such an embarrassment. Can you just put the initial? And they made an exception for me. And the guy goes, "Oh, I didn't know they did that. Cool." And he hands him his passport back, and he leaves the country. But that was used as an example of how smart these guys are, and that might be why you don't have any successful Dawah spies.
yeah. Especially the half brains. It's like,
Yeah,
Yeah, the level is high.
yeah.
You know, I just checked Korra's other videos, and it seems that she has quite a lot of people supporting her normally,
just
and
not for this.
just not for this one. Here, everyone is like, oh, this is very embarrassing.
Yeah, where did they go?
Interesting.
She already had a notch against her because she's a woman. She's already down. Now,
So it is her own audience also, ridiculing her together with the Christians and everybody else.
Sucks to be a Dawah clown right now. These are bad times for Dawah clowns. Anyway, oh my goodness, why do we have a bunch of super chats already? About to start the video. Let's zoom through some of these real quick, guys. How can we be a true cult leader? How can we be a true cult if our leader is always late? All the cults I've ever been in, the leaders are punctual. Hey, it's AP with the cult. He's the one who
Maybe that's to be.
Dawah, the legend of Korra. Dawah, the legend of Korra. I was promised a Turk. Jai is cool though. You got the Turk. Hey, I'm Dawah Duck. Definitely not a troll. he's got Dawah Duck. Definitely not a troll. Dawah Duck. Have you guys prayed for PayPal yet? Donate today. Yeah, we forgot to pray for PayPal. The sword of Zut. Yeah, you need to name the sword. The sword of Zut. AP, why a blue sword? Did they run out of pink? That's what I was wondering.
Yes.
That's a good point. Does Takia make haram okay? Why no male voice? Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was watching a video earlier. Muslims with other Muslims. There's some Muslims who he makes videos like calling different Muslim scholars from different like theological positions than him. He somehow gets their personal phone numbers. He calls them up, and during the phone call, the sheikh was asking him, "Am I being recorded right now? Are you recording me?" And he was saying, "No, I'm not recording you. Wallahi, I'm not recording you." But what's happening is he's on TikTok. Other people are recording him.
Yeah.
And like, so it's just so built in, this like lying thing, and kind of like being like, getting, or like not he's like, he thinks he can get away with it because he's not the one with the record button. Same thing here. It's like they don't have a problem with lying. They have no problem with lying. Is that you with a voice changer? Oh, my mic isn't good. That's what she said. My mic's not the best.
no, my mic is not the best could be technically true.
Yeah.
She didn't answer if she was a voice changer. Or
Right.
not.
So that's what these guys do. They just
The
love
Tawriya.
lying. Yeah.
I have to say, after years of experience, it seems like they actually just like getting away with a lie. They love it. It's like, ha ha, I got you. And it's just fun to deceive people for them. And they definitely don't believe that it's wrong. Okay, so Jai's head isn't huge, just his camera angle. Well, if his head's not huge, how does he fit that brain in it? Yeah, explain that. Not applicable. COVID would. You see, AP thinks he's a gay wizard. That is a good point. How do you do, my fellow full brains? It is I, Corey.
Show the other one too.
Look, here you go. How do you do, my fellow full brains? It is I, Corey, which is a man's name today. Will you react to the new Sam Shamoon debate on the Islamic dilemma? He cooked the Muslim scholar. To be fair, anyone can cook a Muslim scholar on the Islamic dilemma. Matter of fact, that's exactly what Libiano said when someone's like, oh, let's get a scholar.
Yeah.
And just go to your scholars.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, do you think your scholars can answer the Islamic dilemma? Get real, man. So he was right. AP, please explain, how did the Ottermen make the transition from eating fish, crayfish, and crabs, as Dr. Wood taught us, to doner kebab? Sadly, AP is away playing with his zut sword. Weird hearing a masculine voice on IP's stream. That's messed up.
That's messed up, man.
They're pointing out that
Hey, IP's in the chat. Shout out to IP.
what IP's in the chat? Hey,
Yeah, I
IP,
think
you
he said-
just call in, man, if you're bored.
Oh, we got-
Y'all
Uh-oh.
should play. Y'all should play full contact musical chairs every 5 minutes so a new conqueror can have the middle seat. Nah, I don't know if that's a good idea when there's swords around.
Oh, what do you think about this?
Oh.
What do you think about this one, David?
This one is sharp.
Oh, okay. I gotta be careful.
Okay,
with
be
this one.
careful. Ooh,
What was this?
dang.
Why don't you get something like practical, like an actual practical?
Dude, this is very practical. This is a proper blade. It is Sting from Lord of the Rings.
I could tell.
IP
That's what I mean. It's like
IP would love this. IP would love this.
hey, and if I get some,
Oh my gosh, is that Sting on the screen? I love that. I want that too. IP, are you watching?
I can get some. I can get a specialized light to light it up blue, like orcs are approaching. But I will use it when Dawah dorks are approaching.
hey, that should be in some skit we do. That should be something where you have that little sword, but it glows pink when a Dawah guy comes by or something.
Jihadists are scared of this. See?
It's true. They are.
Yeah. Does this remind anyone else of Student Bodies, where the villain talks through a rubber chicken? She thinks she's 1990s Bart Simpson with prank calls. Yeah, I know about the Bart Simpson. I don't know about the, what is that? Student Bodies? I don't know what that is.
That's
AP is sleeping. Can we call him Rid Van Winkle? Yeah, I always call him that. It's not a voice changer. It's audio niqab. hey, that's how she should have defended herself. She could say,
Yeah.
"Hey, all the scholars keep saying that I shouldn't have my voice online, so I was just obeying them."
Yeah.
That's what she should have said.
Yeah.
That's right.
But why did she not pretend not to be Korra though? Because scholars don't say that.
I guess what Korra could do is just like fully transition and then say, "Okay, now can I do Dawah?
wow.
Now can I do Dawah? Now can I do Dawah?" Hey, look, AP gonna go citizen vigilante with that blade.
Oh man.
It's pretty messed up.
Give some camera space to poor AP. AP and D-Wood, please show the El Zut game scorecard picture. The El Zut game scorecard picture with others. I emailed both of you on Thursday, 25 June. Yeah. I'll have to check that out. I haven't checked my email in a couple days. Matter of fact, I can put you guys up on the screen if I do.
All right, let's bring up Muslim.
There we go. And we'll
There we
do
are.
this, and we'll do this like this, and now, okay. There we go. Give some camera space to poor AP. Please show the LZ. Okay. And Korra using the voice changer reminded me of the stoning scene of Life of Brian. Any women folk here? No, in deep, in deepening voices. Not me. Korra's just celebrating Pride Month by identifying as a man. Yeah, guys, she could have said that too. There's all sorts of justifications. There is a video somewhere.
By the way, it's haram Islamically to pretend to be a man, whether in apparel or mannerisms, and vice
Oh, that's
versa.
true. I forgot about
Uh-oh.
That was
Hey.
haram.
Hey, Giant DOC, that's a good little video there.
Another notch against her.
Not yet.
What was that?
Hey, that'd be a good short video, just
Oh,
according
yeah,
to sources.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a video somewhere on X. It asks Muslims to avoid haram AI, artificial intelligence, and choose halal AI, Allah's intelligence from Quran. That's good. Korra
Where's
better be-
that?
I don't
Where's
know.
that? Allah's intelligence.
Korra better be sure she didn't get that voice changer from Mossad Maloink. We all remember what they did with the beepers. Oh yeah. Mossad, gotta be careful of those. Microsoft Sam Aura, her Roflcopter crashed and burned. Do you think American and American politicians understand the true Islam with Islam? Not a lot. If Korra had any taste, she'd get one of those AI voice changers that make you sound like Snoop Dogg for Rizzle. Yeah, why not use one of those?
Yeah. That would actually be hilarious.
All
there's
right.
yeah.
All right, I wanted to get down to this one by Inspiring Philosophy here. Could you imagine if one of us went to one of their call-in streams with a voice changer and got caught in 5 minutes? We would never hear the end of it. Yeah. They would constantly ridicule you for the rest of your life for something like that and say you were being scared and stuff like that. But it's their guy. Her undercover voice was tempting. Oh, hi guys.
Wait, but who has like enough catchphrases that if they were to go undercover, like they would get caught right away? I'm trying to think from the Christian side, like who would that
Hey,
be?
yeah, Sam could call in and like and he could give
Oh,
himself.
the Shia mother.
Yeah. So he'd have a woman's voice. He'd have a woman's voice and be like, "Hey, I want to talk about Muhammad in the Bible or the Islamic dilemma. By the way, your mother is a whore who gets mounted by Shia for Muta, and that's how you got produced." And no one would ever figure it out. By the way, could you pray for PayPal?
Oh man.
I wonder if Masad Malik suggested Korra do the voice changer call to I can almost guarantee he did. He's the one who comes up with stupid stuff like that. Go to her newest comments. Malik left one trying to bail her out. Oh, okay, yeah, because I was just going to the top comments, but apparently there are more recent ones. Hi, Giant DOC. Also, AP's sword is epic. Let's just say some people have different meanings of the word epic.
It is. It's literally
AP looks kind of like a spy.
Yeah, he is a spy.
A little bit.
Jai, wallahi, you look like D Woods. What the heck, man? Is there any verse in the Quran talking about women being in submission, like in 1 Corinthians, or even an authentic hadith? Be interesting to tell legend of Korra that she's not a good Muslim. Well, she's definitely not, except in terms of the amount of deception she uses, which makes her pretty good in that regard. Korra should go on Momo, saw a lady with salad, boom, boom room. Korra should go on Momo, saw a lady with salad, boom, boom room. Saw a lady with salad. Yeah, we'd have to get someone to play Korra. I guess anyone could play Korra, because
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what's
Right here.
easy if they're Niqabis, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, just everything. Muhammad's getting more and more enraged, and she's just, okay, perfect. I'm like, you need to be executed for what you're doing. Okay, perfect. Allahu Akbar. Okay, perfect. Boom. In OC voice, what is OC voice? Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. What is OC voice?
OC voice.
I'm wondering if that's objective Christian. You see, now AP thinks he's a gay hobbit. I believe Maloink ordered another Quran demolition episode with his last X post. Oh, yeah, might have. We've got a bunch stored. Is the fact that Jews and Christians agree on the content of the Tanakh an acceptable line of discussion to refute corruption, being Jews and Christians disagree on the interpretation but not the actual words used? Yeah, and it's also important because it's important for multiple reasons. Because, I mean, when Christians come along, eventually then Christians have their Bible with the Old Testament in it. The Quran says Jesus confirmed the Torah between his hands. And so if it's good at the time of Jesus, and then Jews have the Torah, but then Christians have the Torah, if you want to say someone in the 7th century Arabia was corrupting the Torah, how does that corrupt everyone's Torah? You still need whatever corruption is going on in Medina to affect every other copy of the Torah in the world. Like every Jewish community in the world, they're all, oh, that's what they're doing down in Medina, let's change ours to match it. And then you'd need the Christians doing that as well. And they would need time machines to go back and affect the copies that were already, in a cave somewhere. Sup, handsome bros. I've been watching your vids all day while trying to zoot a boss in Dark Souls video game. Sadly, I'm getting zooted. Dark Souls, that sounds like something. Although the Muslim version would be Dark Holes on the night of all zoot. Mo's blade glows red when zoot are near. that could actually be in the play. Ibn Masud, my sword is glowing red. Stop doing this big collabs without Elijah Johnson. Elijah Johnson can join us anytime he wants, man. That guy's hilarious. Skipped my super chat from the beginning. Matter of fact, his discussion with Korra. Oh my goodness, that was awesome.
Yeah, he's like, funny.
Allah's not omnipotent. He's not omnipotent. And he's just cracking up laughing. Skipped my super chat from the beginning. No, I didn't, unless it was before we went live. Breaking: the USS Abraham Lincoln has arrived in Turkey in response to the U.S. losing in football. That's good. And Mike Stinger. Mike Stinger. Get it, Sting? All right. We ready to check some of this out, guys? Hang on one second. Hang on. I did want to check. Oh, my goodness. I scrolled way down through these comments. Let me find. Someone said Malik posted something if I switch to newest. Let's see. Oh, hey, we got some people trying to encourage her. Hang on. Where's Malik, man?
You'd be like, yo, chat, who started it?
Oh, okay. I see. Hang on. I see Malik. Okay, let's check these comments one more time, guys. Let's check the comments one more time. You're they can't even spell. You're really doing the Lord's work out here, sister. Please keep it up. More and more people leave Islam every day, and it's no small part thanks to you. Please never stop. Even the ones that sound like they're cheering her on are actually insulting her. Came to see if the clips are true about her comment section roasting her. I thought they were cherry picking comments. Now I see the comment section is dominated by people emphatically roasting her. Spirit of a young Elijah in these comments. You forgot that you're a guest. Okay, perfectly exposed. This is embarrassing. Hang on, where's Malik? It turns out Malik is the only one who's going to praise her. So, hey, here we have it. Dr. Malik. Guys, don't be fooled. Logic sent his Discord group into the chat to make comments. Oh, yeah. So Logic sent his Discord group to all make fun of Korra. Where are her fans, though? Does God Logic control Korra's fans? And he sent out the message to his Muslim Discord server and say, hey, all of you fans of Korra, keep your mouth shut. And they're all like, okay, whatever you say, boss. Stop pretending to be Muslim. He caught, what is this? Oh, stop pretending to be Muslim. He got caught already to cope after the humiliation Korra did to IP, and even Sam Shamoon called him out. Nice try. Brides of Christ. Wow. So that is the Korra affirming comment that we have. That's the Korra affirming one. All right. Now my interest has been piqued. Are we ready to check this out? Let's see what we got. All right.
All right, let's bring up Muslim. He had some.
What's that?
I was going to say, we're going to head out before it gets started. You guys can,
okay.
You guys will be able to review it from the start. But we're going to say bye to everybody. God bless.
You're running.
Yeah, we're going to run now. We're going to run.
Running away from her.
Oh, no.
You see, Christian apologists run when Korra starts speaking in her robot voice.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Robot voice. Everybody loves the robot voice. What the heck, man? AP has to escort them to the door? I guess we'll just sit here and wait. We can wait all day. Actually, I'll take these last couple super chats while we wait. You see, cults have a good Kool-Aid and not gay swords. I was told there'd be Kool-Aid instead. I saw a gay sword. Yeah, that is weird. I'm not joking about that sword, guys. That is a weird color. Spin off to Mo's Boom Boom Room, Mo's Zoot Zoot Room. The name sounds funny. Just can't think of any of ideas for a show. Maybe others have ideas. Muhammad's Zoot Zoot Room. Korra Comedy Spetch. YouTube, Harry Enfield Peekaboo. I will screenshot that. All right. Are you getting set up finally, AP?
I've been set up the whole time.
All right. Why don't you zoom in on your own face? I know I wouldn't want to either, but I want to see a sword fight between AP and Wes now. Hey, just because AP just got his.
I have to practice for a few years, man.
Yeah, whereas Wes Huff has been a nerd all his life. So he's been practicing a lot. What do you think the chance is that Malik just has a crush on Korra? Oh, 1,000%. Does David Wood know that he has a problem with you, Mike Winger? Now, super funny. Now, real question. Do you think Muslims will outnumber Christians globally one day? It's possible, but I don't know. The avalanche of apostasy is accelerating and their birth rates are declining. The reason Islam was growing fastest was, and was set to pass Christianity in a couple of decades, was the high birth rates and the low apostasy rates. But that's been changing. So we'll just have to find out, guys. And I think a lot of that will depend on us. Saw Dyer's reaction to your vid. It had some legit responses. Andrew will use them against you tomorrow. 40-minute vid if you want to review it. Don't think I will. I mean, if Andrew's going to bring up the same stuff, then I can just wait for Andrew to bring up those awesome, powerful responses. All right, AP, are you finally ready?
I mean, to be fair, you have to admit that Jay Dyer is the most intellectually amazing person. Whenever we listen to him, it's like it feels awesome. It's like you're listening to this very, 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 very fantastic guy who always speaks the truth and is also very, very highly reliable. So therefore, I think you're just scared of watching that.
That's true.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay. And I don't want to be scared off from our debates in October. Okay, guys. So here we have Korra the Explorer going by just Muslim. She couldn't even come up with a name. Korra, just go with Abdullah. Abdullah next time, or Abdul. All right, here we go.
All right, let's bring up Muslim. He had some questions he wanted to ask us. Whenever you're ready, go for it.
Hi, what's up, man?
What's going
Hi,
on?
what's up, man?
Nothing much, but hope all is well. So I just had some questions about why you believe Muhammad is a false prophet if he fulfills prophecy even within your book.
Oh, he fulfills prophecies from our book, prophecies about false prophets.
Yes.
Why does it sound like you're talking through like a computer? Like this is.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Typing
my
stuff
my mic's not the best. My mic's not the best.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it just sounds
That
like
last line
you're trying to
convinced me you're not an AI. Don't worry.
It sounded like you're trying to disguise your voice. That's why I was wondering.
You think?
Yeah, no, my mic's not the best, but I'm just talking to my regular voice.
All right. So yeah, that's the other argument I would use against Muhammad being a true prophet. So what prophecy do you think he fulfilled in my Bible?
He fulfills Deuteronomy 18.
All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 18. You mind if I just read the passage?
Absolutely.
All
Even the absolutely.
right, Deuteronomy 18, you got it. All right, so prophet
Wait a
like
minute.
Moses, this section.
What's up?
He said, "Do you mind if I read the passage?" And she said, "Absolutely."
I absolutely mind. Just take my word for it. Trust me, bro.
Here, right?
Yes.
All right, let me start reading this, and then you tell me when you think Muhammad is mentioned. The Lord your God will raise up a prophet for let me start it. The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your brothers. It is him you shall listen. Just
pause there, guys. Always good to notice what that verse says. The Lord your God will raise up for you, children of Israel, a prophet like me from among the Arabs. No, from among you. Who's he talking to? A bunch of Israelites from among you, from your brothers. They like to focus on from your brothers and ignore the among you and argue that your brothers is actually the Ishmaelites, even though it is never used that way in Deuteronomy. It is to him you shall listen. You see, this is about Muhammad.
as you desired of the Lord your God at Horeb on the day of the assembly, when you said, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God or see this great fire anymore, lest I die.
Even that verse, very important. Notice, he's explaining why. He's explaining why God is going to raise up a prophet from among them. It says, just as you desired of the Lord your God at Horeb on the day of the assembly, when you said, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God, or see this great fire anymore, lest I die. They were terrified of the presence of God. What did they want? They wanted someone to speak to them on behalf of God. They didn't want to hear directly from God. It was terrifying to them. So this is about how is God going to communicate to the children of Israel? He's going to raise up a prophet. Oh, this is about Muhammad in Arabia. Yeah, sure it is.
The Lord said to me, they are right in what they have spoken. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their brothers. I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I command him.
Okay. Perfect. So my first question is, are you familiar with the way
Wait, did they
perfect.
catch it? Did they catch it or did they not catch it? Hang on. I just wanted everyone to hear the perfect here.
They are right in what they have spoken. I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their brothers. I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I command him.
Okay, perfect. So my first question is, are you familiar
Okay, perfect.
with the way Deuteronomy 18 verse 15 is quoted in the Septuagint?
Yes, it does not use the phrase from among you.
Okay, beautiful. And Acts quotes
Okay,
it the exact
beautiful.
same way. So it doesn't
Yeah,
restrict
just
it to
probably
solely the Israelites,
paraphrasing.
correct?
What's that?
Wait, so it doesn't solely restricted to the Israelites, correct?
She screws up. She screws up again. She keeps going into her rapid fire speech and stuff.
Hey, do you remember when we had this debate with the Ahmadiyya?
Hamadiyah.
We had this whole same debate with the Ahmadiyya. We were actually expecting like some solid stuff from them because they said they have to prepare for a long time and they have to then come back and then debate us with some complicated approaches. And then they actually started making the whole argument that that Muhammad was prophesied in the Bible in Deuteronomy 18. So we had this very, very same topic debated with them, and we had to actually take them through it. I had to sit down and explain to one of them, I don't remember which one it was, that the very same wording that you have here, from among you or from among your brethren, is used in the very chapter right before this one. And it talks about that you shall appoint a king who shall be from among you, from among your brethren. It is the exact same usage, the exact same wording. And it clearly means from among you Israelites, which is why many translations even directly say from among your fellow Israelites, because it refers to the Israelites, to the people that it speaks to. So when it says that that God will raise up a prophet from among you or among your brethren, it is clearly referring to you Israelites. There is no reason at all to assume that it's speaking about some other people.
Yeah, and I mean the only reason Muslims are forced into doing these like deranged gymnastics with this passage is just Muhammad said he's in there, and this is the best they can come up with from the Torah. Muhammad claimed to be mentioned in the Torah and the Gospel. All right, Muslims have had 14 centuries to find Muhammad in the Torah. Like the best they come up with from the Gospel is calling Muhammad the Holy Spirit, like blasphemous nonsense. And the best they come up with here is that Muhammad is actually the prophet from among them, from their brothers, who would be a kind of mediator between God and the children of Israel. That definitely sounds like Muhammad.
You see.
It's restricted to the Israelites in Deuteronomy, yes.
How exactly is it restricted to the Israelites if verse 15 doesn't say among you?
Because every time the word brother unqualified shows up in Deuteronomy, it's always referring to Israelites. And by the way, most scholars think this is original because it's the more complicated reading, and it does show up prior to Islam. It's in the Hexapla, for example.
All right, that belongs to that. Well, that's not necessarily the argument. It's not the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's not quoted like this in the book of Acts, which would be authoritative to you because you're a Christian. You believe in the New Testament. You agree that the book of Acts is not contained among you, correct?
I can barely understand the Acts. What? You said something. I didn't get the verb.
The book of Acts quotes this verse without among you.
No, I believe it's paraphrasing because he's giving a speech.
No, it's very obvious that it's not paraphrasing. It's quoted exactly how the Septuagint quotes it. How is that
You're
paraphrasing?
going on the Septuagint. It doesn't change what the Hebrew said.
Is the Septuagint paraphrasing?
Guys, in case anyone's new to this, AP's already touching on this a little bit, but they're talking about verse 15, right? The Lord your God will raise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your brothers, right? From among you, from your brothers. So you go to the Hebrew, it says from among you, from your brothers, right? In the Septuagint, it's just from your brothers. And so Muslims will go basically with whatever version is convenient for them at any time. So the idea here is they're claiming that the Septuagint gets it right by just saying from your brothers, and others were trying to mislead people by saying from among you. They were trying to throw people off the trail of someone like Muhammad coming along. as far as textual criticism is concerned, if you're looking at this, you what you'd be saying is, okay, what's more likely, that the original was just from your brothers and then someone adds from among you, or that someone later said, oh, from among you, from your brothers, those are synonyms because he's saying the exact same thing. Therefore, let's just condense it into from your brothers. That's the idea. So anyway, a textual critic would look at this and say, obviously, the kind of more awkward reading, from among you, from your brothers, where you actually have just basically synonymous things, would be far more likely to be the original reading. But, again, they're going to the Septuagint, the Greek translation.
There's also such a weird argument to use. Here in Acts, it is clearly, and it talks about, it is clearly so spoken by Peter to the crowd, right? It is spoken to the crowd. It clearly refers to Jesus. And it clearly, within the context there, as it is used in Acts, speaks to the Israelites and says that it was said that a prophet, that he will raise a prophet from among your brethren. Within the context, it is very, very well known. Nobody even has a question about it. He's clearly referring to Jesus. He's clearly referring to among your brethren, so to the Israelites. He identifies Jesus as a prophet among your brethren. The fact that she actually uses this as evidence here is kind of really, really strange.
Yeah, and the fact that, she could have brought up anything, and this is where she decided to go.
The Septuagint is giving another, the Septuagint is simplifying it.
Wait, so the Septuagint paraphrases texts?
That's not what I just said. Did you not hear what I just said?
Well, I'm asking a question. I didn't make a claim.
I said the Septuagint is simplifying the text.
Okay, so is that paraphrase?
Yeah, guys, that's a principle of textual criticism. The principle is, if you have two readings and one simplifies, they point out that the more complicated reading is more likely, because it would have been more likely for someone to say, okay, this is just okay, let's just simplify it in our translation to just one. Versus that they think that would be way more likely than it just says from your brothers, and someone says, hey, let's make it kind of redundant and add from among you to that.
It's a yes or no question.
No, it's not. It's a simplification.
Okay, and are the disciples quoting the simplification and not the actual words of God?
No, if they're going on the Septuagint, that doesn't change anything. They're just using the simplified version.
Is the Septuagint the words of God just translated into Greek?
No, because we don't have that high view. No, no. What are you talking about? The Bible's inspired. It contains words of God.
So the Torah here in verse 15, Moses is not telling us what God told him.
Moses is not yet. Moses is telling him, and then in the Hebrew it says, "Like me from among you." But even without that, brothers is referring to Israel.
Masoretic. No, wait. So brothers can only refer to Israel.
No. I caught you. No, because it's in the hexapla.
Okay, so is that before or after the Septuagint?
What was that?
Is that before or after the Septuagint?
It's Origen's hexapla.
I'm asking you a question. Is that before or after the Septuagint?
That would be after.
Okay, so what does the earliest reading read as?
The earliest reading, I believe it's without the among you. That doesn't change anything, though, as I already explained to you.
Perfect. So the among you is what would have restricted it to the Israelites.
What
I just have a question.
What?
What exactly is the point of going undercover to do this?
That's one of life's great mysteries, and we can only assume Dr. Malik thought it would be a brilliant idea, and it'll be like, hey, and once you school them, you can say, ha ha, but if they school you, just pretend it never happened. But
if she wants to catch them or defeat them with logic and with questions, wouldn't it be significantly better if she actually suddenly appeared on the scene, like suddenly appeared on the live stream, and did that with her own face and her own voice?
Yeah,
it would actually have some, what do you call it? It would have aura.
Yeah.
This way, what is this supposed to do?
Yeah, guys, it would be like this. Hang on.
Really wonder what's coming now.
It would be like me showing up on someone's stream, right? And but I'm like this, right? Like I show up and I'm like, "Hi everybody, it's me, some blonde-haired person who's thinking about converting to Islam based on all your powerful dawah. Y'all wanna give me some dawah?" And then they start using their arguments, and then I start schooling their arguments, and all of a sudden, like halfway through, I'm like, "Ha ha! It's actually me, suckers! It was me schooling you! Boom! In your face!" Right? Something like that. But then she doesn't even do it.
Even then, what was the point of going undercover and doing that?
That's what I mean.
Instead of just suddenly appearing, it's like, "Hey, it's me. I'm Korra," as you can clearly see. Now let me ask you some questions here.
Now look at this. Look, I even got people. Look at this. Yo, who is that random girl?
Wow. Yeah, I know you were. I was kind of very confused when you sat down.
Go in there. Chat GPT. Look, hang on. Jump scare.
People are confused. They thought it's David. They didn't think it's David, but suddenly it's David. Whoa.
Look at this. Dawah just happens to have a blonde wig handy. I used that for a video years ago. Every wig I've used for various things, several for various skits and stuff. I have them all sitting up there, and they've just been sitting there for years, untouched. Like, I'm guessing they all have. They don't look dusty. But anyway, yes, I have various. I have 3 shells with various props from the years, which I got for a specific video, and then I still have them. I should probably just get rid of everything, because if stuff's been sitting for years, I probably don't need it. All right, back to Korra the Explorer.
The among you is what restricts it to the
No.
Israelites.
Nope.
So what restricts it?
Again, every time the phrase brothers shows up in Deuteronomy, it's always referring to Israelites when
Always.
it's unqualified.
No, that's not a valid claim here. And the
Yes, it
reason
is.
why is because does brothers
What a
only
valid
refer
claim.
to Israelites throughout the entirety of the Torah?
Notice she just changed it, right? She just changed it to the entire Torah, and he points out Deuteronomy keeps talking about from among your brethren, choose a leader from you'll take a leader from among your brethren, and so on, over and over again. Even earlier in this chapter, it talks about brethren, right? So what she wants to argue is, well, you can. And he already said it. He said if it's unqualified, anytime it's talking about someone else who are like kin to you, who aren't Israelites, it will identify who it's talking about. If it's just talking to a group of Israelites and it says from among your brothers, that always means one thing.
What was that?
Does brothers only refer to the Israelites in the entirety of the Torah?
In the book of Deuteronomy, it always refers to Israelites when it's unqualified, as I already stated.
Okay, in Deuteronomy 2:4 doesn't refer to Israelites in the same exact word in the
Did
Hebrew.
you not hear what I
or
said?
Achaim.
Korra, did you not hear what I said?
I'm sorry.
Did you not hear what I said? I said,
Play that again. Dude, why are you muted?
Oh, sorry. He said Korra. Here, let's hear that again. Korra. Oh boy. No, this is not Korra. This is a man's voice. You know this isn't what Korra sounds like.
Did you see how she suddenly pauses and
Yeah.
excuse me?
Excuse me, who are you who is Korra? Is Korra this new champion of Dawah that I've been hearing about, who is definitely not me, because Korra has a woman's voice, unlike me. Let's see what we got here.
The Torah.
in the book of Deuteronomy, it always refers to Israelites when it's unqualified, as I already stated.
Okay, in Deuteronomy 2:4 doesn't refer to Israelites in the same exact word in the
Did
Hebrew.
you not hear what I
or
said?
him.
Korra, did you not hear what I said?
You guys got
I'm sorry.
Did you not hear what I said?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. What are you saying? What word is
Korra?
this? Korra.
What is Korra?
Are you talking about Korra's rebellion? Hmm? Let's see.
The Torah.
In the book of Deuteronomy, it always refers to Israelites when it's unqualified, as I already stated.
Okay, in Deuteronomy 2:4 doesn't refer to Israelites in the same exact word in the
Did
Hebrew.
you not hear what I
or
said?
him.
Korra, did you not hear what I said?
I'm sorry.
Did you not hear what I said? I said
No,
unqualified.
I did not hear what you said.
When it's unqualified.
Okay, so you agree that your argument is based off of this weird understanding of the Hebrew language. I have a question. Do you speak Hebrew?
See how
No,
her,
I
how
don't.
her
That doesn't
pace
change
just
anything
got
I
very slow.
said. Stop
No.
shifting the goalpost.
No, it's not shifting the goalposts.
Yes, it
it's
is.
inquiring on this particular issue.
Do you speak Hebrew?
No,
Okay, then why does it matter?
because the point is that doesn't change the subject that's being spoken about.
Mhm,
Now,
subject's
my
Israelites.
question is this. Now, my question is this.
You want to say something, Avy?
I want to give people a very, very easy, because I kind of looked into this like for hours and hours and hours. The very easy response to this thing, but I'll do that later once we're done with this.
And also with the voice, now keep in mind there's no disputing this, but yeah, you have all Korra's weird speaking mannerisms where she always say, okay, perfect, okay, beautiful, absolutely. And then where she goes into rapid fire mode, but also how she over enunciates T's and so on. Same thing with the voice. So yeah, if she hadn't admitted it, it would be pretty obvious. And that's why he even called her Korra. Yeah, and she did get noticeably lower after that for a few seconds. Busted.
Point is that doesn't change the subject that's being spoken about. Now,
subject's
my
Israelites.
question is,
You see what I'm talking about? Change the subject that is being talked about. She over enunciates T sounds for some reason. Anyway, I backed up a little. Let's hear this.
shifting the goalposts.
Yes, it
it's
is.
inquiring on this particular issue.
Do you speak Hebrew?
No,
Okay, then why does it matter?
because the point is that doesn't change the subject that's being spoken about. Now,
subject's
my
Israelites.
question is this. Now, my question is this. Is there anything in verse 15 that solely restricts it to the Israelites?
Yes.
What in verse 15 does
From
so?
your brothers.
Is brothers ever used for other than Israel?
What is happening?
Unqualified, it's
I
only
didn't
used
ask
for
you that.
Israelites. I don't care.
I asked
I'm explaining.
you, is it
No,
ever
Korra. You
used
tried to ask
for
me that to get a clip.
non-Israelites?
We're not doing that. We're
Why
not
are
trying to
you
do
I'm
wait?
asking
Why are
you a
you
question. Can
playing
you
the
answer
whole
my
"do you
question?
speak Hebrew" thing? But then when Mike gives a nuanced answer
I'm asking
about
you a question. Who is being
semantic
spoken to?
qualification,
Okay,
you're gonna
let's do
do
this.
this thing.
Let's do this since you guys are not engaging with the content.
No,
The
we're engaging.
content.
We
So
know you're here to
It sounds like
so
you
let
just
me
want to
let
get
me
a
ask
clip
you
here.
this.
Yeah, that's what they want.
No,
That's always
I'm
what
inquiring.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna inquire. Who's being spoken to in verse 15?
Israelites.
Who's being spoken to?
The Israelites.
Yeah, so Moses is speaking to the 12 tribes of Israel, right?
Yep.
Is he speaking to them as if they are one nation or individually?
Speaking to them as if they're one nation.
Okay, so the one
Perfect.
nation, and it comes from the brother.
Uh-huh.
What's the brother of the one nation, the 12 tribes?
The brothers? It says brothers, not brother. Why are you
It
changing what the
says
verse says?
Ahayim. It says
says brothers.
Ahayim in the Hebrew, which
The
just means
brothers are
brethren.
the Israelites.
It means the brethren. So
Yeah,
the Hebrew
which
says
are the
Ahayim,
Israelites.
which means brethren.
Which
So
means
the
Israelites.
Israelites in the singular, the brethren is itself. Do we like
Yeah,
reading comprehension skills, my friend?
I don't know, Korra, do you?
I mean, clearly not, considering I'm breaking down this passage quite well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
So
the brethren of the
singular-
Israelites are the Israelites, according to what
So
Deuteronomy
the
teaches.
singular person, wait, so the singular person of Israel here, the singular nation, its brethren is itself.
Yes.
That's what Deuteronomy is teaching, yeah. Because
Yes.
again,
That's literally
brothers are Israelites.
Yeah,
This is so
guys.
retarded.
Yeah, it's extremely stupid, guys. If I'm talking to a bunch of people who aren't all the Israelites who will ever exist, okay, there's those of you here, and there's your brothers. She's trying to make it rule out that it's talking about Israelites somehow so that she can then say, oh, it must be about Ishmaelites.
Wait, so the brothers of Israel are Israel?
Let me show you
Can you
something
go ahead
up
and
here.
say that for me? Wait, can
The
you go ahead and
Levitical
say that
priest.
for me? The
Oh my
brothers
gosh,
of
Korra,
Israel
we
are
know you're
Israel?
here for a. Oh my gosh, we know you're
Can
here
you
for a
answer
clip.
my question? Are
The
the brothers of
Levitical-
Israel Israel?
The Levitical priest, all the tribe of Levi, shall have no portion in the inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the Lord's food offerings as their inheritance. They shall have no inheritance among their brothers. Tell me, is Levi the brother of Israel?
Wait, I want you to answer my question first. Is the brother of Israel Israel?
The brothers of
Yes, it is.
Israelites are Israelites. That's
Yeah,
what
so
Deuteronomy
So this is so dumb. I had this conversation with so many people before. We had this whole debate with the Ahmadis. I had this whole discussion with. That's a very very bad example because the guy is even worse than Korra, but Central Dawah came up with him. We've had this over and over again, and I brought examples again and again. You don't have to go too far. People like Korra want to argue that because the verse says "from among your brethren," and it speaks to the Israelites, and it says "from among your brethren." When it speaks to the Israelites, when it says "your brethren," it must be referring to the brethren of the Israelites, which cannot be the Israelites. It must be something else. It must be, for example, the Ishmaelites. That is not how it works. The text itself very clearly refutes that. The closest example is, for everyone who wants to find the closest example and the easiest response to this, it's actually very, very simple. You can have a Hebrew English transliteration open. There is a website called qbible.com where you have the Hebrew, the transliteration, and the translation present before you. I demonstrated this like years ago when I was debating with these other guys. You go to the previous chapter, Deuteronomy 17. In Deuteronomy 17, in verse 15, you find the exact same wording. So Muslims want to say that in Deuteronomy 18:18, because it says, I will raise up a prophet from among your brethren, because it says from among your brethren, it must be referring to non-Israelites, because it must be the brethren of the Israelites. However, when you go to Deuteronomy 17:15, it uses the exact same language, even in the Hebrew that they want to appeal to. It uses mikerev acheka, the very, very same language, and it says, from among your brethren shall you set a king over you. It is giving instructions to the Israelites. And it says, you shall set a king upon you from among your own brethren. Are the Israelites being told they should now appoint kings over themselves from among the Ishmaelites? Obviously not. They're told to appoint a king over themselves from among their fellow Israelites. That's what it means. It speaks to the Israelites. The Israelites are brethren of each other. So it says, appoint a king from among your fellow Israelites over each other. That's what it says when it says from among your brethren. Similarly, a prophet from among your brethren in Deuteronomy 18:18 means a prophet from among the Israelites. You have even more examples aside from that. In Deuteronomy 3, verse 18, you have probably one of the clearest examples. You can use the very, very same method. You can open the Hebrew, the transliteration, and the English of Deuteronomy 3:18. It uses the very same wording, or a very close. Let me see. It uses the very same wording. It says the following: "And I commanded you at that time, saying, the Lord your God hath given you this land to possess it. Ye shall pass over armed before your brethren, the children of Israel." It uses the very same language, your brethren, and then even clarifies the children of Israel. Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 18, it says, before your brethren, the children of Israel. It shows here very, very clearly that when Deuteronomy says your brethren, it is referring to your fellow Israelites. Korah's entire argument has just been debunked.
And I have to say, if someone's just reading Deuteronomy and sees this over and over and over again, all of a sudden, oh, here it's talking about a completely different group and uses from your brother in a completely different way from any other way it's from every other way it's used, and it's actually about Muhammad. I mean, it's insane. It's totally insane. But this is what the takeaway, guys. This is what Islam forces you to do. It forces you to call in to a call-in show using a voice changer and to argue that the phrase "from among your brethren" must refer to non-Israelites in spite of how it's used every other time it's used and how and in spite of what it obviously means in the context here. It's about Muhammad.
Wait,
My
so the
goodness,
brethren
it
of the
doesn't say
singular
that.
person is real.
My
So the
goodness,
brethren of
say
the
that.
singular person Israel is Israel.
Where does it say the singular person Israel?
Is
No,
Israel not
it
being
is
referred to in the singular?
Israelites. Gosh.
It's a nation, my goodness.
It is not the brethren of Israel. It is the brethren of Israelites. The brethren of Israelites are other Israelites. It's easy as that.
The Lord your God will raise up a prophet like me from among you, from your brothers. It is him you shall listen to. Where?
I asked you a question. Are they being
And
addressed in the singular?
Korah, I just answered you. It's
It's a
referring
yes or
to
no
the
question.
Israelites.
Are they being addressed in the singular?
They're being addressed as the Israelites.
Are they being addressed in the singular?
Are you just desperate to
This
get a
is
clip?
stupid.
of
Are
that
you just
bad? Is
not
that what this
answering the
is?
questions?
Because
is
I
it being
did
addressed
answer
in
it.
the
You didn't like
singular?
the answer. I
So
did
is
answer
is
you.
Israel
You didn't
being
like
addressed
the
in the singular?
answer because
a
it's not clip
simple
enough. You gotta really
question.
gotta clip
IP.
this.
Is
Korah.
Israel being addressed in the singular?
Israelites are being talked to as one nation.
Great answer. I didn't ask you that. I asked you, are they being addressed in the singular?
I already answered you.
No,
Are you
you
going to
didn't.
actually engage,
So
or are you
we're
just
gonna
going to
need
keep
an
going
answer.
for your
Are
clip?
you
No,
really
no,
this
because
terrified of going off your
We're gonna
script?
need the answer.
no, they
You're
We're
really
gonna
can't
need
go
the
off
scared
the
of
answer.
going
script.
off
Are
your
they
script?
addressed in the singular?
You know,
Why
this
did
is
you
so
put the
funny
vo-
because Korah actually thinks. I have to. I do believe that Korah actually is firmly convinced that she's making a fantastic point here and completely debunking the Christians and proving Islam true. But it is just so horribly bad, and it just requires. It doesn't even require apologetics. It just requires like reading the text and analyzing it
Yeah,
objectively.
it requires having basic literacy.
Yeah, and it just proves them completely wrong, and their argument makes no sense at all. And they pride themselves with this, and people actually watch them and agree with them. It's very, very sad.
This modification. We know who this is. Like, why
Are
are
they
you doing?
being addressed in the singular? No, you
So
don't
you're
know
not
who
even
this
denying
is.
it. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Fortunately speaking, you do not know who this is.
You're
Now,
really using a lot of the
is
stock phrases.
Israel being
All right.
addressed?
I'll admit.
Wait,
I'll
hold on.
admit. You're right. I don't know who this is, but it's just very suspicious. Okay.
Is Israel being addressed in the singular? I want you to focus.
Oh my gosh! I already answered
I
you on
want
this.
you to focus.
It's a yes or no question.
I already answered you.
It's a yes or no, singular or not.
Our next question.
Go to verse 18.
Yep, it's right there on the screen. What about it?
I'll raise up for you, for them, a prophet like you from among their brothers. Who's speaking here?
Verse 18.
Yes.
Yeah, the Lord is speaking.
The Lord is speaking to who?
Lord is speaking to Israelites.
No, the Lord is speaking to Moses. In verse
I love
18,
this
the Lord
word.
is speaking to Moses, and he's saying that the prophet will be raised from their brothers, referring to the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, Israelites.
Okay. All right, perfect. So
Okay,
the
perfect.
Okay, perfect.
brothers here are being addressed in the singular again. So
Wait a
God
minute.
is speaking
In
to
verse
Moses.
18, brothers is singular?
No, him here is referring to the brethren of these people,
Yeah, it's plural.
right? And it's the singular. So the point is, God speaks
What?
to Moses. He is saying that the prophet will come from the brethren of the singular nation.
It's plural.
Oh my gosh.
Plural.
Yeah, him is plural.
Okay.
The people being addressed are in the
brothers.
singular. The
That
people
doesn't
being
change it.
addressed are in the singular.
That supports my point. It's the
So
Okay, so
Israelites
this is,
are
and a
plural.
singular
No,
person.
she's trying to hallucinate something into existence here and saying, oh no, Israel is singular. So when it's talking to the Israelites, it must be addressing the singular Israel and thereby referring to the brethren of the singular. That's not what's happening here. Israel is not just either, Israel is not just one singular entity that the Bible talks about or speaks to. Here, in this case, the Israelites are being talked about or talked to. And the Israelites are a multitude of people who refer to each other as brothers, as fellow Israelites, as brethren. So when the Bible here says their brethren, or from among their brethren, it is referring to the brethren of the Israelites. And who are the brethren of the Israelites that are being addressed? They are fellow Israelites. It's really that
Brother.
simple.
Brethren of itself. Can a singular person be the brethren of itself?
It's
no,
not a
but that's not what the
singular
verse
person.
says.
Exactly. Is Israel addressed in the singular?
It's not.
Let's put it back up since you're not seeing.
It's a question.
Israel is not being, the word Israel doesn't show up. The brothers.
I'm
is being
asking
done.
you, are the 12 tribes of Israel addressed in the singular or in plurality?
Show me.
I'm asking
Hey,
you a
when are
question.
you going to stop answering
not an
questions
assertion.
with another question?
I know.
It's not an assertion, it's a question.
I will
You
raise
apparently
up
can't
for
hear
them.
very well either. I
plural.
said, when are you going to stop answering Mike with another question whenever he asks you a question?
What constitutes a question?
Is question singular or plural? Answer the question.
Beautiful. That's a great question. Because this brother over here is a
When are you going to
Beautiful.
stop answering Mike with a question? Beautiful. That's a great question. Oh, I had to back up for
Other
that.
question.
I know.
It's not an assertion, it's a question.
I will
You
raise
apparently
up
can't
for
hear
them.
very well either. I
plural.
said, when are you going to stop answering Mike with another question whenever he asks you a question?
Beautiful. That's a great question. Because this brother over here is incapable of answering my questions, and we're
He
going to
has
need some
answered your questions.
answers.
Just because you don't like the answers doesn't mean that you get to answer ask more
Yeah,
questions
because this
you're
is- we're
terrified
going
of
off-
interacting with him.
Okay,
So
then,
how
okay.
about we
So
stop
let's do
doing the
this.
nonsense?
Since we're
Turn off the
stuck-
voice changer.
Since we're stuck
Turn off
on
the
the
voice
singularity and
Turn off the
plurality,
voice changer.
since we're stuck on
Man
the
up. Hey, if
singularity
you're
and
not
plurality.
Korra, then man up and let us know who you are.
Wait, watch this. Wait, watch this. Watch this.
Watch
I
this,
couldn't
watch
take
this.
all
off
the same words as
this
her. It's weird.
microphone that I have, but the point that's being made here is that I want you guys to engage with
Why are you-
Deuteronomy 18.
What's going on?
So she's denying that she's Korra and saying, "Oh, it's this microphone I have here. It's the microphone that's causing me to sound like Korra. It's a Korra mic, guys. A Korra mic. It makes a guy speak in the same cadence, in the same weird enunciations like Korra."
Take
all
off
the
I think,
same
it's
words
also,
as her.
I think it's also referred to as a gay mic.
That's true.
the microphone that I have, but the point that's being made here is that I want you guys to engage with
Why are you-
Deuteronomy 18.
What's going on? Like, what?
Are you guys capable
Do
of
you
doing
need-
so?
Do you need somebody to talk to?
Are you capable of engaging?
Do you need somebody
We
to talk
have
to?
been engaging. You're not
Clearly
the one
not, because you
engaging
were incapable of
you keep
answering my
going off.
questions.
I've
Now,
answered
I
your
have a
question
question.
several times.
Is the
I'm
prophet like
genuinely
Moses
concerned for
Jesus?
your mental health at this point.
Yes.
Is the prophet like Moses Jesus?
Yes.
Can you go to Deuteronomy 34:10?
Oh, yes. Let's go there. The one where you're going to misunderstand the perfect and imperfect verbs.
This is so funny because what she's pointing at there is not singular. It is actually plural. And
Well,
she's trying to get the question. She's trying to get the answer out that it's a singular, and it is not. And even if it were, it wouldn't even matter. It would be nonsensical, but it wouldn't matter at all. In the context here, God is addressing the collective of the Israelites.
And she says she wants to go to Deuteronomy 34:10, and he says you're going to confuse the imperfect and the perfect. That was perfect opportunity to say, because you only know the perfect. Isn't it right? Isn't that right, Korra?
Okay, perfect.
Yep, that's it.
Prophet like Moses Jesus.
Yes.
Can you go to Deuteronomy 34:10?
Oh, yes. Let's go there. The one where you're going to misunderstand the perfect and imperfect verbs.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, perfect.
Let's go to verse 10 because that's what you're going to go to. There has not arisen a prophet since in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face.
Okay, go ahead and open up the interlinear.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Hold on. You've heard of David De Jong, by the way? Have you heard of David De Jong? I'm asking
No.
you a question. Have you heard of
Can you give me a moment to ask ChatGPT?
David De Jong?
No.
You're about to.
All right. Let's go to the interlinear for the Septuagint as well.
Make your point. I'm not going to keep pulling up stuff. I've already pulled this up.
I mean, you're the one hosting the live, so obviously I'm telling you to open up answers.
Okay, so here's
We're
the
gonna read.
So what? Go ahead and look at the interlinear. It's on the screen.
I'm telling you to open the Septuagint. The interlinear utilizing the Septuagint.
That's going to take me a while to get because I have to go into Logos and try to figure that out. Than, do you remember how to get that easier?
For what?
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I have to say, all for exploring an argument, but when you've got Korra calling in with a fake robot voice, and then starts blasting orders. Hey, do this. Open. I mean, you make your arguments. Tell us what your point is. Don't tell us what to do like this.
Be quiet and do what I said.
Yeah.
The interlinear for the Septuagint.
My
apparently
Logos
the-
subscription ended today and it didn't auto renew. Otherwise,
I'm not.
All right. Well, Korra wins then.
Very unprofessional.
Korra just won, man. What the heck, guys? Be sure to chip in over at Inspiring Philosophy, so Than can renew his Logos. It's funny when IP was when he said when she said, "Can you bring it up? Can you bring up the interlinear with the Septuagint?" I was thinking, "Oh, I don't know if that's on that site." But I've got it in Logos, and that's what IP was thinking as well. So I guess that.
Hey, don't you have a sponsorship with Logos? Can't you just tell people, hey, subscribe through this link?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with Than being unable to do anything because he's paralyzed right now because his Logos got shut down.
That's true.
I could have it up.
I'm not going to spend several hours doing that. Just show us what you want in here.
I'm asking you to go to the earliest, which would be what the disciples would have been reading from. That's the significance. That's why we're going to the Septuagint.
Dude, she sounds like an ortho bro now.
Why don't you make your point while I try to figure this out? Because again, I'm not up to date on my Logos Septuagint
No
interlinear.
worries. So
It's pretty straightforward. You go into Logos and you go into your library and you look up interlinear Septuagint. If you have that, which I do, because I'm based.
the Septuagint reads, "And rose up not any longer a prophet in Israel as Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face." Is Jesus from Israel?
Jesus is from Israel. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
that's not
Does
what the
the
actual verse
Septuagint read? Wait, does the Septuagint read that rose up no longer a prophet in Israel as Moses?
The Septuagint says,
Oh my God, you see
and
this
there
one?
arose, where was I? And there
Oh.
arose up no more a prophet in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face.
Are you
Ah,
freaking
Change
serious?
anything I said.
Beautiful. So
No, it doesn't
Jesus
change
is from
anything I said.
Israel. So Jesus is from Israel, and Deuteronomy 34:10 says that no prophet like Moses arose from Israel again. Therefore, Jesus
No,
cannot
that's not
be
what
the
I
prophet
literally
like
just
Moses.
read.
No.
That's not what I read.
says,
and there arose
"And
nope,
rose up
nope,
no
nope,
longer
Nope,
a
nope. It's my turn
prophet
to
in
talk.
Israel."
Nope, it's my turn to talk.
What a
And there
beautiful
nope.
concession, IP.
It's
Are you
phenomenal
man,
concession.
Are you
What a
high?
How are you
phenomenal
still
conception.
alive? If this is how you
What a
articulate your
phenomenal
thoughts, and this is
concession.
how you receive
Thank you
language,
so much.
I'm literally
High?
surprised that you
Thank
just have
you
not gotten hit
so
by a
much,
car
man.
when you see a
mute Korra
green
here
light.
for a second.
Thank you.
Hold on. That's not what you listen to what the verse is. And there rose up no more a prophet in Israel like Moses. From the author's standpoint, it doesn't say there will never arise a prophet like Moses in Israel. It says this has not happened yet.
Wait, isn't this
That
speaking in
doesn't
the
support
future
you at all.
tense?
No.
Wait, is this wait? So,
And there arose up no
longer-
more a prophet in Israel like Moses. It doesn't say there will never arise a prophet. You're going
It's
off
speaking in the future
outdated
tense, which
scholarship.
means wait, no, it's speaking in the future tense, which means it's speaking relative to future events, and it's saying that no prophet like Moses will arise any longer from Israel. That's exactly what the Septuagint reads. If Jesus is from Israel, then Jesus cannot be the prophet like Moses.
This is such a
It's
Then why
as
does
simple
Peter
as
say
that.
he's the prophet like
This
Moses?
is beyond stupid.
Oh, do you want to go to the Acts real quick?
In Acts, yeah, he says he's the prophet like Moses. So what is the
Go
problem
ahead.
there?
Go ahead. Let's go ahead and read what it says.
It says that he says, "I will raise up for you a prophet like me," or I raise up a prophet, and then it kinds it to Jesus.
I'm asking you to pull up the verse.
Okay, it's in Acts 3. Here, let me pull it up.
Dude, why is IP
some
just
reason I
doing
thought it was
whatever
Acts
she
2.
tells him to do?
I was thinking of the speech. So Acts 3. Okay. And now, brothers, I know that you acted in ignorance, as did also your rulers. But when God foretold by the mouth of all the prophets that as Christ would suffer, he thus fulfilled. Repent, therefore, and turn back, that your sins may be blotted out, that times of refreshing may come from the presence of the Lord, and that he may send the Christ appointed for you, Jesus, whom heaven must receive until the time for the restoring of all things. About God spoke by the mouth of the holy prophets long ago. Moses said, the Lord will raise up for you a prophet like me from your brothers. You shall listen to him in whatever he tells you. And it shall be that every soul who does not listen to that prophet shall be destroyed from the people. And all the prophets who have spoken from Samuel and those who came after him also proclaim these days, you are the sons of the prophets and of the covenant that God made with your fathers, saying up to Abraham, and in your offspring shall all the families of the earth be blessed. God, having raised up his servant, sent him to you first to bless you by turning every one of you from your wickedness. It's talking about Jesus,
Read verse 21.
whom heaven must receive. Doesn't change anything I said.
I'll read the entirety of verse 21.
Whom heaven must receive until the time of the restoring of all things about which God has spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets long ago.
Does Peter believe that this will be fulfilled in his first coming or his second coming?
Whom heaven must receive?
I'm asking you, does Peter believe that this prophecy will
Which
be fulfilled
part?
by Jesus? Deuteronomy 18, which is what Peter is quoting in verse 22, is this fulfilled in his first or second coming?
That's clearly fulfilled in his first, as he goes on to say.
No. Verse 21 says that whom heaven must receive until the time for restoring all things. And then it says, usually, and this is in the Greek, for Moses set. So there's a direct correlation between verse 21 and verse 22.
No, you're not actually taking the full context, because what does he say right after that? And what does he say before? He's talking about Christ. He says Christ,
Absolutely.
and then Christ receives him.
Absolutely.
And then
is
this
it
is
the
the
first coming or second
Hold up.
coming?
So wait, is Peter saying this is about Christ or Muhammad?
Is it the first coming or the second
Is
coming?
this Peter saying this
This
is
is
about
going to
Christ?
be
Doesn't-
extremely significant, so you're
It
going to need to answer
doesn't
the question.
matter. It's
It is
about
extremely
Christ.
significant. Is it the
It's
first or
about
second
You really
coming?
Right.
can't answer any questions,
No,
can you?
No. See, they demand that you answer
Is
their questions and they never answer any questions.
That's not
All
an
right,
answer to
listen.
my
It's so
question.
This is annoying as crap, man. I don't
is.
even know how they listen to her for this long. She's
is
like
well
the
annoying.
most annoying person. And do this, do that, do that, do that. No, I won't answer
Okay,
anything.
do
You
this.
answer me. You answer
Do
me.
this.
Answer me. Here's another one. Here's another one.
Okay, perfect, beautiful. Do this, do that. Perfect, beautiful. Do this.
Control freak, man. Actually, that little sword is called Winger.
That's pretty rude.
Instead of Sting, it's Winger. AP is a Turk. Sword fighting is in his blood. Maybe not sword fighting with gay swords, but maybe.
That's pretty rude.
Speaking of Jay Dyer, don't remind Orthobros that their Orthodox study Bible was translated by a Protestant, that they're reading a Protestant Bible when they read the Orthodox study Bible. They flip out if you do. Okay, well, that their secret is safe with us. No one shall be told of that. Hey, Orthobros, how's it feel? How's it feel knowing you
which
don't even have a
Orthodox-
study Bible? You don't even have a study Bible without a Protestant. What?
Well, Orthodox have historically not used study Bibles, but
There's the
Which
actual Orthodox study Bible, man.
okay, yes, but which Protestant person translated that? I don't
And I don't even
think
know if
that's-
are they talking about the translation, the Bible translation that's used?
I don't understand if that's
All
if that's-
translations are done by Protestants because we're the only ones that care about the Bible. You guys other
I mean, the
just care
Orthodox
about
Study
your
Bible
church councils.
uses the Orthodox Study Bible uses partly the Septuagint and the KJV translation. But what exactly does it have to do with anything?
See, you getting? It just said they flip out. They flip out if you do, and here you are flipping out.
What does it have to do with anything? Answer me now. Answer me.
AP crashes out when he finds out the truth about the Orthodox Study Bible. Hey, your buddies need the Orthobro Study Bible. It's just like everyone who disagrees with us is gay. That's like every verse. The Orthobro Study Bible. Jai and DOC need to review Dr. Nasser butchering Mabina Yadehi. It's bad. I heard about that. I haven't seen it, but that's the word on the street. Okay, perfect. Roll 2d4 plus 1. Any additional? Roll 2d4 plus 1.
Yo.
Is that
People
like
are saying
a...
my voice is boxing. Is it true?
What?
I'm not a boxer. People are saying my voice is boxing. Is that true?
No, what's... Is that a like a board game?
What? Oh yeah, that is from Dungeons and Dragons. That is how, in the Dungeons and Dragons worlds, a dice is how the system works. Whatever. It's
Powerful.
nerd stuff, man.
I gathered that. Regarding Deuteronomy 18:18, DQ 28, and DQ 29, and Targum on Colossus are all in agreement with the Masoretic text.
And don't ask me how I know how that is the way that the Dungeons and Dragons world dice system works. I'm definitely not a nerd myself.
I don't know. I didn't know they had that like in Germany and stuff. I thought people were more based over there. If Jacob is head of Israel, why is Ishmael brethren? Yeah, what you have to interpret for what they're saying to work. You just have to interpret brethren as like some sort of relative. Muslims are desperate. They'll clip individual letters from multiple verses and say, aha, we found Muhammad. There's an M and an O and an H. Yeah, they are pretty much that desperate.
Ha ha, you see?
Jesus was born under Edomite King Herod, brethren. Donate your wigs to Shamoon. If Korra is the best tool left in the Islamic magic box, it's over for Dawah and Islam. She should change her name to Kang no Kugi Coffin Nail in Japan. Better than Itachi the Weasel, and I don't know what Korra means, but I know they're both characters. I have an Islamic dilemma riddle for you two. Ready? According to the Quran, if the Quran only confirms what Allah revealed, and we know Allah didn't reveal all the biblical scripture, what do you call a person who believes in the Islamic dilemma?
Powerful.
If you guessed illogical Trinitarian donkey, this person did multiple super chats just to say that. Computer voice. What's a Korra? That would have been funny if she had said that. You should review her video about this. From what I saw, she tried debunking IP and Than and attempted to show proof and failed miserably. I downloaded her video. It looked like she just had an intro at the beginning, and then it cut to the discussion. So, but we'll check out what she said at the beginning of her video. The peace of Protestantism which surpasses all understanding be with you all. Blessed art thou amongst blonde women, David. Korra, pray for PayPal. Her PayPal does need prayers. D Wood with a wig. Yep. If you guessed, that's the one. And now Korra will do a motorcycle jump over a shark for no apparent reason. She might as well actually jump a shark for real. What are you laughing at? That was before you were born, man. Do you even know what that's about?
Yeah, of course I know it's somewhere.
Okay, good. You looked it up at some point. A singular nation cannot be consisted of brethren anymore. Yeah, that's what sucks. So why didn't Ishmaelites follow Deuteronomy, Korra? Yeah. Would have been smart of them, right? It's all about them. Congrats, AP, for your patience to put up with... Hey, check this out. Congrats, AP, for your patience to put up with Dawoodi for the shekels. Seeing your gay haircut and your efforts to get your face in the picture makes me think you are just as vain as the Physico in your face,
Thank
AP.
you. Thank you.
In this call-in show, Korra shown how insufferably stupid she is and her blatant lack of ability to follow a conversation, not to mention her blatant lack of reading comprehension skills. Yeah, she's like the queen of the Dawah script, right? She can't go off the script. It's just she's got her script about what she wants to argue and can't answer any questions about anything because, well, she's Korra. D. Wood, you are tempting me. Oh, that was when I had the wig on. Sorry about that. Hey, Chris. Chris says, if brethren can only mean relatives to Israelites, it wouldn't have to be Ishmaelites. Abraham had 8 children, not just 2. Are Abraham's other children must be brethren in Korah's view. Yeah, that's kind of that's the other issue here. Well, there are multiple issues, but one, it's clearly talking about fellow Israelites. That's how it's used throughout Deuteronomy. But suppose you granted everything and said, okay, it can't be Israelites. For some reason, it can't be Israelites. How in the name of common sense would that mean it must be Muhammad? Where are you getting that from? Right? If you're just saying distant relatives, great. They had all kinds of distant relatives. So where are you getting Muhammad from? Apart from that, dude, if you go to Deuteronomy 18:20, that's where God says that if a prophet speaks in the name of other gods or delivers a revelation that didn't actually come from God, it's a false prophet. He would have to die. He would have been sentenced to death. Muhammad did both of those when he delivered the satanic verses, both of them. Admittedly, it's History of At-Tabari, Volume 6, page 111. Muhammad says, I have fabricated things against God and have imputed to him words which he has not spoken. That was a death sentence, Deuteronomy 18:20, the same passage Muslims go to.
Okay, beautiful.
Beautiful. Perfect. I hate to admit I agree with the Imam. Korra should be neither seen nor heard. And why is she not married? She has been old enough for 10 years. That's assuming she's 19. Well, no, because you can get married at any age, even a 1-year-old. To back up, the Bible states that the covenant comes from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. Thus, the Israelites, children of Israel, the brethren, refers to sons of Jacob. Mm-hmm. If her argument was correct, wouldn't it apply to Esau, not Ishmael? He'd be a cousin. That's what I mean. You just have to say that it's without basis, that it's just referring to some distant relatives. And so the Ishmaelites would be distant relatives. This is the product of 1,400 years of cousin marriage. That is correct. Korra's hormone therapy was kicked in by deepening they-them's voice. They-them's voice. Zer, I think it's Z-Zer. What's a perfect preservation? What's a child? What's a debate? What's a question? What's a definition? What's a slave? What's a voice masker? These are the questions that haunt the Dawah guys. But don't worry, they don't answer questions. So basically, Korra is a Dunning-Kruger Hebrew speaker. Therefore, Islam is true. That is correct. I now have a perfect migraine. Does suck listening to her. It's tough. Mr. Borelli, you're such a fantastic
Mr. Borelli. Mr. Borelli.
Please stop displaying your ignorance. I think it's rather listen to him than Korra. Oh, they should have a discussion. That would be awesome. She should have used the Louis Armstrong voice. Yeah. I see trees of green. By the way, OC voice was in reference to my video about Korra damage controller. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get it. And we have salute to Sister Korra. Her hard work will soon end Islam. That is correct. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. All right. We're through most of this. Let's see what we got here.
Listen,
No, it's not an
Korra.
answer. No, it's
Either
really
you're going to
unfortunate
answer my
that you don't
question or
have
I'm
the
gonna kick you.
capacity to answer a
These
simple
questions
question.
are not being answered.
So again, answer Mike's question.
This is how this is going to work. You're either going to answer my questions or I'm going to kick you. We're not going to play this games where you
Boom!
demand answers
That's how
and
you do
don't
it.
actually give any.
That's how you do it. Answer the freaking question. You don't just ask us 50,000 questions and refuse to answer one and think that we have to let you do that. You don't tell us what to do. I'd have been ripping up Qurans, man, over this nonsense.
So again,
Pretty messed up.
who is Peter talking about here?
Peter was talking about Jesus.
Okay. Who is the prophet like Moses according to Peter then?
According to this passage, it would be Jesus, but this would contradict the Gospel of John.
Oh, really?
Oh my
Well, like
Yes,
where?
it would.
Like where?
If she says John 1, oh my goodness.
On John 7, verse 52.
752.
Oh, 7:50.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
a quick question. Is Jesus
Uh-huh.
from Galilee?
Yes.
Does
yes,
Jesus
he
come
is.
from Galilee?
Um,
Okay. Okay. They replied, "Are you from Galilee too? Search and see that no prophet arises from Galilee." Do you know?
She's taking what they say
Oh my
as
God.
authoritative.
I-
Oh my goodness. The point is that they keep getting things wrong. She's oh my goodness, this is beyond stupid.
Why are they
now.
saying no prophet arises from Galilee? This means that they are literally God and they made this rule. So therefore it can't be. This must be a contradiction. God, this is so dumb, man.
Corey, you think it
Other-
sounds smart when you do these things? You don't sound smart. You don't sound smart to anybody who actually. I know there's something very nice that you feel when you get a little bit into the text and into the studies and on all of that, and it feels to you as if you have figured it all out. You start studying, it appears as if you have figured it all out, and you now have a full, complete, comprehensive understanding of the whole situation. You can actually debunk an entire belief system, and you can debunk other people's beliefs and other people's perspectives within this. However, once you go further and further and further into it, you will realize that you actually don't know anything, because despite all the knowledge that you have acquired here, you don't actually get it. You don't actually understand the knowledge that you have acquired. This is also known as the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Okay, perfect.
Reads in the earliest manuscripts.
how's it read?
In P66, which is the earliest manuscript of John 7,
not
verse 52,
reliable.
it says that the prophet does not arise from Galilee. How do you contend with P66, which is the earliest reading of this verse?
Say it again, because your voice changer is very weird.
P66 reads,
Says-
No, it is just my weird microphone. Darn this microphone.
What?
that the prophet will not arise from Galilee.
The prophet. Okay, I thought you said
The
prophet.
prophet.
Okay, who's
Now,
speaking, by the
how
way?
do you contend with this?
Who's
I'm asking you a
speaking?
question. How do you contend with this?
Because the Pharisees are talking in the wrong.
Did you just hear it? I'm asking you a question. Oh, I would not be able to take that. I would not take that for long.
I would take that once or twice,
Yeah. Then I
but
would
I'm
do it.
not. I'm not.
I'm
known
asking
for
you a
being
question. I'm
patient.
asking you a question. What is it about Islam that makes people? Oh, it's the Quran. Makes them think they're superior and get to bark orders at everybody else.
So I must say,
Well,
IP has quite some patience. If she did that to me once, I would be like, "Oh, you won't do that again." If she did that twice, okay, bye bye.
Yeah, that or we would have been shredding Qurans, man. We'd have just been shredding them live.
Not arise from Galilee.
The prophet. Okay, I thought you said
The
prophet.
prophet.
Okay, who's
Now,
speaking, by the
how
way?
do you contend with this?
Who's
I'm asking you a
speaking?
question. How do you contend with
Asking
this?
you a question.
Because the Pharisees are talking in the wrong. Prophets did
So
arise.
they're incorrect.
They're incorrect. Yeah,
So what are-
that's the
what are
whole
they
point of the
quoting?
gospel. Hold on, let me finish talking, man. Are you done?
You done,
Ma'am,
Okay. Okay, we're good. All right. The Pharisees are wrong throughout the Gospels. They fail to see Jesus as a Messiah. They get all their facts wrong. And that's the one who's talking here. For example, N.T. Wright points out that they're basically just ignorant. They fail to see the actual what Jesus is doing. So he says, for example, in John, the Pharisees further show their ignorance of Scripture in that both the prophets Jonah and Hosea came from Galilee. And when John has them say that no prophet rises up or arises from Galilee, the word he uses is almost always used elsewhere in the book to refer to the resurrection. So basically points out the Pharisees are just incorrect about their understanding of prophets in general.
So do the Pharisees believe that the Pharisees believe that the prophet will not come from Galilee?
That is in one manuscript. That's not what scholars think is going on.
It's the earliest manuscript.
Earliest does
the earliest
not mean
reading
most
says
reliable.
that the prophet.
Earliest does not mean most reliable.
So you
that's why
agree
don't
that our
use-
earliest
that's why you
manuscript
don't
says
use
that the
Sana
prophet will not
manuscript,
come from
right?
Galilee.
So is the Sinai manuscript
Wait,
most reliable?
one
because
moment.
earlier?
One.
It's a simple question.
You agree that the prophet, according to the earliest reading, does not come from Galilee.
No, I don't agree with that at all.
So P66 does not say that.
I don't agree with P66 because scholars don't.
Wait, you reject P66?
Oh my goodness. Are you able to actually deal in actual conversations and not dichotomies here? P66
You just said you don't agree with P66. So
yes,
do you
the
reject
definite
it?
article should not be there. The
Wait, do
definite
you
article
agree
should
with
not be there.
P66?
Do you
agree with
reject
P66?
it?
Do you
Do you
accept
reject it in this way?
P66?
I
Do you
asked a
accept
question before
P66?
you asked me.
She's still doing. I asked a question. I asked a question. I asked a question. Answer my question. I asked a question. Answer my question. I don't know how they're taking it right now. This may be correct. I think IP wanted to see how far she was going to go with this junk.
I'm going to need my question
I'm just doing the
answered.
same thing you're doing right now.
I'm going to need my question answered.
I'm going to need my question answered.
Yeah.
Do you accept
Can I ask my
P66?
question before you
Do you
decided to butt
accept
in?
Mike already answered your question. Do you accept P66?
No, he did not.
Yes, I do. No,
you didn't
I
answer
did
my
answer your
question.
You
What
just
is
didn't
it, my dad like?
No,
Are
you
we
did not
like
answer my
6-year-olds on a schoolyard right now? Like, do you have the
Embarrassing,
mental
man.
capacity of an
we're gonna
adult human
have to have a
being to
back
have a
and forth.
rational
And in order
conversation?
for us to
Or
have
are
a
you
ra-
so terrified of your nonsense religion being false that you just need all these tiny little power grabs? Do you have the capacity for a rational discussion?
Do you have the capacity to comprehend that your earliest manuscript says that the prophet will not come from Galilee?
Okay, I'll take that as a no. Great. Thank you for at least an easy confession. You need therapy, my friend.
Yeah. And by the way, again, why don't scholars translate it that way? Because they know that it actually is not definite. That's not what belongs there.
Wait, so is this reading inaccurate?
The P66 reading is inaccurate, according to the majority of scholars. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and
Okay,
contend
perfect.
with the reading that you believe in. So if we
Okay.
read it as search and see that no prophet arises from Galilee, so this just refers to regular prophets, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
perfect.
that would be an
Prophets
incorrect
in general.
reading because, yeah, so prophets generally speaking. The reason why this reading would not work is because we do have prophets that come from Galilee. You would agree, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Now,
Who is
are
talking
the Pharisees
here?
familiar with Scripture?
The Pharisees are wrong here. That's the
Are they
point.
familiar with the Old Testament?
No, they get a lot of stuff wrong. That's why they failed to see Jesus.
Wait, so they're not familiar with the Old Testament? They don't quote Old Testament prophecy all over the New
They
Testament?
get it wrong all the time is my point. You're misunderstanding my point.
So you agree that your reading does not make sense, correct?
Do you like?
What?
Do you like? How do you like?
It's a
make these
question.
How do you even get to this
no,
stupid
my reading makes
It's a
conclusion?
perfect
question.
sense. The Pharisees are
So
wrong.
You really
the
suck at
reading,
questions.
see that no prophet arises from Galilee, generally speaking, makes more sense than the prophet. It's more consistent.
No, the Pharisees being wrong is the point of the passage. They get this wrong.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, is your reading more consistent than the reading in P66?
My reading is perfectly consistent that they're referring to prophets in general, and they're wrong to say prophets don't come from Galilee.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you
Okay,
if it's
perfect.
I don't care what you didn't ask me.
You're
because
really,
I-
oh my gosh, dude. How many stupid
Here-
questions can we ask in a row? That's the game we played. You won.
like
Good job.
it's like this. Like it's like this. Like I deal with the objection, and then they go, "Well, this isn't on script. You're supposed to say this." So I'll just say, "I didn't ask you that because I need the answer on my Dawah script so that I can clip this later and then show all my Dawah buddies that we got you." Listen,
You got God.
this is so pathetic and awful, man. I swear. That's got to be one of the Dawah guys. I can't wait to figure out who it is. I thought it was Korra, but then later I was like, maybe it's hold up, Fearless Truth is here. What's up, man?
It's clearly
Wait,
Korra.
then he was right because it was obviously Korra, but later he came to doubt that was Korra. How? It was like
Okay, we don't have to
700. Okay,
conclude
perfect.
We have to conclude then now that IP is unreliable.
Yeah, IP, you're blacklisted, man.
I trusted IP before this, but after seeing this, it's like after seeing how he can't even be sure that this is Korra, I don't know if I want to interact with IP anymore.
No, I can't trust. I mean, normally we trust that guy because he's the one who reads all the nerd stuff. But yeah, if he doesn't have that basic level of observation, can't be trusted anymore. But hey, let's hear what Nick says.
It was him. It was Nick.
No, it wasn't. No. I was
kidding.
live.
That would have been funny if it was Nick the entire time. Oh, it's actually me. I was just messing with you guys. That would have been hilarious, man.
Streaming this. I was live streaming this. I'm live streaming right now, but I was just because I did like a little late night live, but bro, yeah, that was so obviously Korra, bro.
I was like, I heard
Okay,
the okay, perfect, and I heard the engaging.
Wait,
She
perfect
says that
early on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was waiting to hear that. The fact that she said it early on, yeah, that's hilarious.
I was like, come on, we know what's going on here. It's gotta be one of the. If it's not Korra, it's gotta be one of the Dawah guys. Or
It is 100% Korra. We've got that confirmed from Korra now, but even without Korra's confirmation, I mean, no one else has that particular collection of weird speech features.
IP,
Gallagher.
trust me, it is Korra. It is Korra. Trust me.
IP, can someone contact IP and say, IP, it was definitely Korra, man. Stop thinking it was someone else, or we won't listen to you anymore ever again.
No, it was perfectly lined up with her. She's like, okay, like W concession IP. Like, bro, that's literally what she said.
I know. I was like, why don't you just come on here and talk to us? Like
Well, to be fair, Nick may have watched more Korra clips and stuff like that and interacted with them more than IP. So I don't know how familiar IP is with Korra beyond like, reviewing a debate clip or something like that.
If Korra came up as Korra, we'd be like, yeah, come up, talk. Of course. Like, what are you doing? Like, but she was using a lot of standard arguments she's been using. She tried Deuteronomy 18 recently on Coley. So I saw that. And she was trying to run the same script. And I was like,
look,
weird here.
Hey, we got the super chat from IP here. He says, I started to doubt because I was like, surely she can't be this stupid. No one would be this stupid to call with a voice changer. Okay. So that's what he was thinking. It's like, okay, but Korra can't be this dumb to call in. Okay. All right. We got that now.
I can relate.
Mm-hmm.
Just because she's like kind of scared to like get her argument debunked. So she's okay, let me do this. So in case it does get debunked, like, then I'll be okay.
I mean, like, yeah, that was pathetic. Like,
That's infuriating, man.
Well, I mean,
Holy
let's
moly.
also remember what happened. I was in Vegas with God Logic. We were supposed to have a conversation with her, and she didn't show up in the afternoon to actually do that. It was very weird when she was in town and everything. And yeah, very, very odd here. But here's what they win on. Where is it? Verse 10. And there rose up no more a prophet in Israel like Moses, whom the Lord knew face to face. Fan, Nick, does this sound like this is saying there will never be a prophet like Moses in Israel, or is it saying there's no prophet at the time of the author?
Sounds like there's no
At the
prophet.
time of the offer.
Yeah.
This is the W they got. Oh my goodness, they can't read.
Like also too, like
Their win is always, we can't read, therefore it's not true.
when you read and when we understand like what it means to understand to know God, right? The only person obviously would know God face to face is going to be Christ. Like no other prophet's going to know him face to face. Like it's obviously very clear.
I know. I mean, so you look at Moses. Moses was able to speak to God face to face, but there was like the pillar of cloud and pillar of fire in between. So they could talk face to face, but he couldn't see the face.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is the only prophet, as John 1 says, who could actually knew God in that deep way. So yeah, it's the only prophet who could ever fulfill this. Muhammad most certainly didn't. He didn't know Allah face to face. My goodness.
Crazy. Okay. Goodbye, guys. I wanted to say that 'cause that was so
That's all
funny.
they
I was
came in for.
watching.
Okay, perfect.
It was
See ya.
wild, man. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Now I'm
I was
hungry.
Okay, perfect.
Oh my gosh.
That was
I was going to
painful.
get into David DeJong about that, but do you see when I mentioned David DeJong, she immediately pivoted to it. Well, let's look at the Septuagint. Because if you actually look at the Hebrew, there's a reason most translates render that as there has not arisen since in Israel a prophet like Moses, the one who knew the Lord face to face, because of the actual verbs that are used. So David DeJong points this on his paper, and a prophet like Moses, the verbs that are being used there point to it being something that can happen in the future, not something that's never going to happen.
Yup. I don't
Okay,
understand
but
how
that
you
was
could
not my
just.
question.
You could also just. You don't even have to go to the Greek. You could just go to the whole context
Okay,
of
but that
34
wasn't my question.
and see the context is
Okay, but I asked you a
not
question.
doing anything what they're wanting it to do.
Okay, that wasn't my question then.
Let me find that quick quote from David DeJong.
But I
wanted to
didn't. But
read
I asked
that,
you a question.
and then I lost it because I
Okay,
got
answer my
distracted.
question.
Oh
Now
yes, he
answer this
says
question.
if the editors, this is what he says in Prophet like his book Prophet Like Moses on a footnote on page 138. If the editors had truly wished to rule out an eschatological reading, they would have used the imperfect instead of the perfect. Never again will
Okay,
a prophet
beautiful.
like Moses arise. So
Beautiful.
the basically, it's referring to
Now
something
answer
that
my
has been
question.
a completed process up to that point. Therefore, it is not what they say it is.
Beautiful. Now
Korra
answer my
is
question.
Korra is torture. Listening to Korra is torture. Her intro to her little post of the video is only like a minute or two long, so we'll check that out. Maybe she has some powerful insight that will turn that around. Although we've already looked at the comments, and no one except Malik is buying it. Salute to Sister Korra. Her hard work. Her hard
Beautiful.
work. Yeah, I already read that.
Beautiful.
Ishmael and Hagar only survived the wilderness because the angel of the Lord saved them. If Muhammad was really related to Ishmael, he wouldn't need his wife to convince him he'd met an angel out there.
Beautiful.
Meep. Okay,
Beautiful.
perfect. Hang on. Is that a DOC? Where have you been hiding? We almost filed a missing person report.
But that wasn't my question.
That was hours ago. After Korra's display of masterful reasoning, it wouldn't surprise me if she tried to copyright strike this and IP stream. That would be funny if she copyrighted. He stole my voice changer comments. Korra, she's been smoking too much weed. How stupid can she be? Pretty stupid, apparently.
Hey, Remology says IP has the patience of 30 men.
Dawah awakened a sleeping giant within Than. They did that with IP, too. All manuscripts of John, including P66, were written after Jesus. Is Korra seriously implying that the author of John didn't believe in Jesus? That'd be pretty weird. How likely is it that Korra leave Islam one day? Pretty likely. Why do you guys keep making fun of Sam? PayPal be upon him. He's not that bad. He's only wanting Muslims to grape the mothers of the mostly Christian commenters on his streams. Spoken like a Muslim. That is correct. We have Dawah victory. If I close my eyes, I turn invisible. And then at least Korra's still got her looks, I think. Yeah, we don't know. Okay, guys, let's just check out Korra, the very beginning of Korra's video where she shares her thoughts, and let's see if there's anything relevant here.
I just went on Inspiring Philosophies Live with a voice changer and completely and utterly destroyed him.
What kind of fantasy world is this?
How come no one in the comments on your video, this video that we're watching right now, how come Malik was the only person we could find who agrees with you there? How is that? How's that possible? That's weird.
In his line of argumentation.
Oh, wait, starting some nasheed here. Look, it's all about Korra. Come on, I don't want the stupid.
It's unfortunate that
I had part of that and Islamicized me, and then they kept flagging me for thinking I support ISIS and stuff. For one of those nasheeds in there. Anyway.
we have to take these types of, I guess you can say, means to even discuss with these apologists.
Do you hear her lying, guys? She said, these are the means we have to use to even get into a discussion with them. You were literally just supposed to have a discussion with him face to face, and you backed out as soon as you saw it was him. Then you called in with a voice changer. They said if you just called in, they would have talked to you. And she's acting like the only way I could ever talk, the only way I would even have an opportunity to talk to IP is by using a voice changer because he's going to run if he hears that it's Korra. He was literally on stage waiting for you and you don't show up.
I have to say there is one thing that people need to generally understand, which is And I know this is very difficult because, and most people don't seem to know this, but when you say I absolutely destroyed someone, it is not actually guaranteed that you have absolutely destroyed that person.
Wait a minute. Hang on. You're saying that someone who didn't destroy someone else, or a person who may have even been destroyed by that other person, can nevertheless claim falsely that she destroyed the other person?
Correct.
Huh.
Beautiful.
The world is an interesting place. All right, let's see what Korra has to say.
As you guys have probably noticed, as of recent, apologists in the Christian scene do not want to have conversations with me, so I thought, okay, let's go ahead and let's see.
What a sneaky little liar, man.
You were scheduled to discuss, debate, whatever you want to call it. You were scheduled for a debate/discussion with IP. And you hid and refused to show up. Where are you getting this?
I personally wouldn't want to talk to her because she's annoying as hell, but
that's true.
I'm very sure that, and I don't have the patience to deal with this nonsense, but I'm very sure that most of these guys, including foremost IP and God Logic, were very, very happy to talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of with AP on this one. That we would not be inclined to sit there for 30 minutes going back and forth. So IP was way more patient. AP says he would have just shut it down really early. I would have started ripping up pages of the Quran, but that is really, really annoying. So what she could really mean is, you can't even say that IP doesn't want to engage. He was supposed to have a debate with her, and she ran. And he even said if she had wanted to just called in as herself, they'd have still had the conversation with her. What she can say is there are lots of people who would not want to engage with her because she's so freaking annoying. But guess what? The voice changer doesn't help. Even with the voice changer, you're still freaking annoying. So if you want people to stop being so freaking annoying, that would be the key there. Anyway.
This will truly change the way that they interact with me, because I know that if I were to go on any of these panels with the name Korra and with my regular voice, it would become very hostile very quickly. So I wanted to go ahead and test out and see if me going with a voice changer would be any different. And boy, did I have fun.
All right, let's bring up Muslim. He had some
Everybody
questions.
else had fun, but I mean, if you also had fun, that just means that you're probably very stupid. So.
Yep. Oh, man. And here we have it. IP has the patience of 30 men, you see. Oh. How do you contend with wingalings? You see the proof. What? I asked you a question. How do you contend with wingalings? The Quran tells Muhammad to refer to the Torah and Gospels. No other references were mentioned in the Quran. Why are Muslims using other references not suggested by Allah?
Beautiful.
Beautiful
question.
Perfect. All right. Well, guys, that was exceedingly lame of Korra. And that's where we are right now so far in Dawah 2026. Meltdown after meltdown after meltdown after crash out after crash out after crash out after crash out. Dawah 2026. It's really, really lame. All right, AP. We'll go ahead and close out. What'd you say you were doing tomorrow? We're not going live. You're doing something else, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little thing that I still have to figure out and then arrange, inshallah.
All right. Final thoughts on any of this, man? We've kind of already shared what we think along the way, but
stay away from Islam.
Yeah, guys, or you'll turn into Korra. Do you want that? Do you want to turn into Korra?
No.
I don't either. All right, guys, stay away from Islam, and you won't turn into Korra.
and God bless y'all.
Yep. And, I guess I'll be seeing everyone on Tuesday, where I'll be here with Andrew Wilson. it will be
Yeah,
powerful.
I think I will be live tomorrow. I'm kind of I still need to set that up. I think I'll be live tomorrow with a fellow by the name of OrthoChat, with whom I want to come together to ask questions about Orthodox Christianity from my perspective. That is the plan. To ask questions from my perspective. I mean, not that I do, not that I
All
have
about
questions.
you. All about you.
I just want to publicly pretend that I have questions, to publicly pretend
When
to
you
challenge
ask
Orthodox
these
Christianity.
questions, act like Korra the entire time. I asked you a
Okay,
question.
perfect.
I asked you a question. Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Just do that the entire
That
time.
is
That
is
would be
on the
funny,
plan
man.
at the moment, but I have to figure it out. I might do that earlier in the day, inshallah. And then on Tuesday, there's going to be an awesome debate that is probably going to be the most useless debate in the world between David Wood and Andrew Wilson.
You think it's going to be not useful to prove conclusively that Jay Dyer is a puppet of Vladimir Putin and that he is using his leadership role as the king of the Orthobros to steer everyone into mindlessly obeying Putin and destroying all of Putin's adversaries? You think that's useless?
Fine,
That
you
what
made
you
a good
think?
point.
Sounds like something a Turk would think. All right, everyone. Catch y'all soon.
Inshallah.